It sounds like there's too much on your plate. And if there's too much on your plate, that means that is usually going to be a big issue around focus, because there's too much to do and you can't focus on one thing enough of the time. Part of that comes from not saying no enough, and getting too many commitments, taking on too much stuff. So these are some of the areas you might want to think about. Am I taking on things I shouldn't take? Like, how am I making decisions about things that I take on? How am I going to make my default to be no to every request that comes in, and then spend most of my time and effort and energy focusing on the things that are most important? For example, let's imagine I'm in charge of a charity, or I'm on the board of a charity, whatever, and then someone random comes and asks me to do something. Is it better that I spend time on the charity and the responsibilities that I have, or go off and do something for someone else? Now, it might feel nice and it might be good work that you're doing for someone else, but fulfilling your responsibility is probably more important and better. So I think that I would just reevaluate how I'm saying yes to things. What am I saying yes to? What am I saying no to? And really try and reduce my commitments, reduce the people that are reliant upon me outside of the core work that I want to do. Because sometimes we think about, how do I get more focus? How do I get more focus? And a lot of focus is like, if you invert it, the opposite of focus is distraction. So if you get rid of distraction, you actually automatically will become focused. And that's why I'm saying that if you go through a list and go, what am I working on right now? How do I remove this? How do I remove this? How do I remove this? Then you will find that your focus increases. And some of this is macro, where you're dealing with big things. Okay, I'm not going to be on this board anymore. I won't be doing these meetings. And some of them is micro. So for example, when I'm in a meeting, like imagine now I'm on this call with you guys, I'm coaching you, I'm helping you and other people. Imagine if the whole time, like I'm coaching you and stuff, and I'm just here like on my phone, and I'm just like, you're talking to me and I'm like, yeah, okay. And then I'm just like, you guys will think I'm mad or I'm silly, or I'm not giving my all or my effort to this. But yeah, that's what all of us do every day. When I would do training in physically for the organizations I did it for, I would actually collect their phones at the start, because I know how much of a distraction a phone can be, and how tempting it is that we as human beings, we can't even control ourselves to not touch our phones for a while. So I would actually take the phones. Now, once you take the distraction away, people automatically become more focused. So in the same way, maybe when you're going to a meeting, maybe you can leave your phone, or maybe you can promise yourself not to check your phone. But I think that just focusing on some of these key things, like how you're making decisions, saying no to a lot of things, reducing the distractions and the commitments that you have, I think that will help you to be focused. And then as you work through the program, inshallah, that's really going to help you deeply in your content, in your speeches, and in the way you want to help people, inshallah.